I look like someone that just came out of like a popular movie in the 1950s, 1960s. Like my hair's flipping up, you guys. I mean, I wouldn't be rolling in one because I'm black and they won't take me from the 1950s and 60s, but still. Good. Oh God. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Selena here. Today's video I am going to be talking about 90 Day Fiance. Oh God. If you guys know, I did a little recap slash reaction video to 90 days. Can't remember how long it's been now, but I did one previously just to try it out and see if I like doing them or not, and I kind of am interested in doing more of these. And I told you guys, because I'm not going to be talking about every single couple in 90 Day Fiance because my channel is more surrounded by Africa. I want to target Africans from the 90 Day Fiance. So this time, we are really close to home, y'all. We are really close to home. We are in Ethiopia, okay? So this couple is quite interesting, actually. Ariela and Biniyam. Ariela is an American and she visited Ethiopia on vacation because she's very adventurous, whatever. And she was there one day and she met him on the street. She kind of was walking by and I think she was really interested in him. And she turns around and she's like, hey. She said something to him and kind of was like flirtatious in a sense, and he could kind of tell that, okay, she's trying to get at me. So he goes like this and she's like, and they get their numbers and boom, boom, boom. Along with that boom, boom, boom goes with a baby. A baby is on the way. Ariela is pregnant. So she goes back to the States. She tells her family that, you know, I'm pregnant, I'm back. I'm going to be going to Addis to have the baby there. And her mom is, I'm not sure, I think her parents are in the healthcare field, okay? I don't really care too much what they do, but just to give you guys some context and some idea. Her mom and dad are both in the healthcare field, and she was telling them that, oh, I want to go to Ethiopia, have the baby there so Biniyam can be there for the birth of his son. Or her daughter. I don't know if it's his son or daughter. I don't know. Did they even know that yet? Anyways. So she's telling the family this, and the family's like, why? Like, you are an American, you can have the baby here. You don't know what, you know, what's safe to have during your labor and pregnancy, whatnot over there. Like, the chances of them being alive when they give birth is very slim. Like, so all these things that they were telling them, and she said, no, I want him to be there for the birth of my baby, yada yada yada. So they go to the clinic there. She goes to her doctor. Her doctor is very close friend and family to them. So he's basically telling Ariela the exact same thing her parents are telling her. Are you sure you want to do this? Because it is not safe. You don't know if they're going to give you epidural. You don't know what pain medication they can give you when you're in labor. You don't know what medication they'll give you after, you know, after you have the baby, what they'll give you to the baby. Like, there's so many risk factors behind this that you don't even know. And he said, did you research some hospitals? And she's like, yeah, I found a few that I really liked. And he said, you need to really make sure you make this right decision for you and the baby, okay? Because at the end of the day, you want to be safe while in Ethiopia. So, you know, they talk to the doctor. He kind of gives her his 2 cents and saying, girl, you got to be careful. It's not the best idea, you know. You've only been there once and you want to have a baby and live there. Be careful. She tells the family she's moving, whatever. They're not too fond about it. But the mother is going with Ariela to Ethiopia to just kind of see which hospital she's choosing, where they're going to be living. So let's talk about Mr. Biniyam, okay? Just so you guys get an idea of who is Biniyam. Biniyam is, I'm going to leave their information of who they are, I mean their names, their age, and where they're living, because they do tell you that in the show. So Biniyam is, he got a lot of talents, basically. He's a dancer, he's a martial artist, fitness trainer, all this other stuff. God knows what else he does, I don't know. But basically, he's into fitness and stuff like that. He is living in Addis with his, I think his brother or sister, and he's living with them right now. He doesn't have a place of his own because he's waiting for Ariela to come to Ethiopia and they can live in their own apartment together. So he's currently living there now. his friends are in the scene that I'm talking about. They're telling him like, are you sure you really want to do this? You barely met this lady. You only know her from when she visited Ethiopia and you guys had a baby, like having a baby. Like that's all you really know about her. You just saw her once through her visit here. So he's like, yeah, like I really love Ariela. She's great, blah, 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 whatever, right? So he's really concerned about the apartment situation. He is previously actually married. I'm pretty sure, bet you a lot of people already know about this if you guys watch the 90 Day Fiance, but a lot of people already know that he's been married, and they saw a video on YouTube about his previous wedding video. Like there's a clip of his wedding video, and he's been to the States before. So he's been married and he has a kid, a son, I think. So I'm gonna leave that in the description box below just so you guys can see, and yeah, it's kind of interesting actually. So he's been previously married to an American. So his homeboys are like, are you sure you want to do this again? Like you've already done this once, it didn't go out really well. Are you sure you want to do this again? What's different between this one American to the next American, whatever, right? And he's like, no, Ariel is different, blah, 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 you know, people, right? So he's basically said and done, like, I'm gonna be with this woman. Fast forward to when Ariela and her mom make it to Ethiopia. So they finally make it. Ariela's in the car, she's having a panic attack, I don't know why, but she's having a panic attack in the car, and she goes to drop off her mom at the hotel, or they call it the guest house. So they drop her off, and he's taking her to the apartment that he has for her. Let me tell you guys, okay, coming from an Eritrean who's been back home, like Eritrea and Ethiopia is very similar to their housing. I know Ethiopia has a little bit more in terms of the different kind of housing, but the structure is pretty much the same. When I tell you this apartment, like her face was like, this is it, like this is what you could do for me, like really? She was so disappointed. The poor man, the poor Biniyam, like his face was like, he was so upset. He's like, really? Like I put all this together and you're not gonna even appreciate what I've done? Like he felt so bad, and I felt so bad for him. But honestly, like when I saw the place, I'm like, it looks pretty, like from what I've seen, it's normal to me, like, you know. But when you're an American, you don't, and if you've never been to a house like that before, obviously you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is where I'm gonna be living now. So he shows her the apartment, and it's like it has a bed, it's got TV, has electricity because the lights are on in there, and that's one of her requirements that she had, was she wanted electricity, running hot water, blah blah blah, that stuff. She's like, okay, the living room is negotiable, but the bathroom is not, so I want to see the bathroom. He takes her to the bathroom, she freaks out again. She's like, it's so dirty, like where's the shower, blah blah blah. Like she was not having it at all. And she's like, I'm just freaked out now because my mom's gonna see this tomorrow and she's not gonna like it at all either. And it was just a whole mess. Like poor Biniyam, like he really put this together, and like she was just like, nah, I'm not having it, I don't like it at all. Fast forward to the next day, the mother comes to see the house. The mom is like 21 questions and a half, like she is just going off. She sees the house, she doesn't like it either. She goes into the kitchen, she asks, where's the refrigerator? What refrigerator? Refrigerator? Really? You're gonna be asking about a refrigerator when you see what the rest of the house looks like? You're gonna ask for a refrigerator, honey? So she's just asking stupid questions. Some of it I understand. Like she was asking about the big, like those big tubs, what are they called? Is it a tub or whatever it's called? I'll show you a picture here. But basically it's like where you put the water in, or sometimes rainwater goes in there. They use it as their water source in a sense. She's like, so how long does the water sit in here for? He's like a day or two, because it goes by pretty fast. They use it to wash the dishes, they use it to wash their hands, wash their body, all that kind of stuff. And she's like, so how long does it sit there for? It's a couple days. And she's like, so how does it get cleaned? And he's like, well, there's special leaves that clean it, that kills the germs or whatever, which I believe it, because like there's natural cleaners too, you know, so I kind of believe that. But she just was like, you're cleaning it with leaves, really? It's natural resources that you're using to clean. If it works, it works. Like I would rather use something natural than something with chemicals in it, wouldn't you? So she basically sees the house, she's not having it at all. She was so upset. He's like, no, I have a surprise for you, Ariela. I have a second apartment ready. That's not ready, but it's in the process of becoming ready. So he takes her and the mom to this other apartment. They go in and it's basically under renovation, but the difference was like a huge difference from what he has now to this one. And she was like, well, this isn't any better, like it's not even fixed up properly, blah blah blah. I'm like, really? Like, he has a second place. Like, imagine what it's gonna be when it's done. Like, don't even think about when the renovation part, think about it, imagine it when it's done. It is gonna look so great. Like, there was a living room, there's a kitchen, there's a bathroom that has a shower in it, like a shower head, a nice toilet. You can sit and, you know, do whatever you need to do. You're lucky you don't have a hole in the bathroom. You have an actual toilet seat. They just had all these concerns, like, you know, it's not up to par. The electrical wires are hanging down, blah blah blah. Like, just stupid stuff that obviously are going to be fixed because it's being renovated right now. It's obviously not going to be ready now, so obviously there's going to be wires hanging out. There's obviously going to be like a lot of dirt on the ground and just a whole mess because it's being renovated. Like, can we use our common sense? You know, he shows the apartments. They feel a little better about it, and Ariela's like now starting to appreciate what Biniyam is kind of putting forth to her. She's like, I really appreciate how he's putting all this work, and he actually got another apartment, which is nice. So that kind of made me feel good that she's actually appreciating it now, because before she was not appreciating it at all. She had all these requirements and he didn't feel none of those requirements or whatever. So that's basically the summary of what's happening right now. Okay, my thoughts on this, honestly, I feel like TLC is just juicing it up for us. I bet you, like, this a lot of people are saying the typical Biniyam is doing this for the green card. If he was doing this for the green card, like, he would have went to the States and he would have saw the baby there. Like, you know, she would have brought him over kind of thing. But I don't know, maybe because the K1 visa takes a while and whatever, and doing the whole wedding situation while she's pregnant wasn't her thing. Like, I don't know, but I don't really think he's doing this for the green card, because he's already been married once and he's been to the States. So I really don't think he's doing it. I just feel like he's doing it for clout. Like, I think because he's also a singer too. I think that was another one. Yes, because they actually show a clip. I'm probably going to insert a little bit of it in this video about him and his new single. So he's got a song coming out too. He might be doing this just how Usman kind of brought himself out, because he's also a singer right now for beats artist. So they could be doing this for clout. I don't know, but this whole storyline is a mess to me. This is such a mess. Like, I can't imagine how, like, this can't be like, nah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Like, I believe obviously she's having a baby, yes, of course, but the rest of it is just like played up for us. Like, just gets us to watch more. Like, I'm watching it. I'm totally watching it. I don't care. But it's just funny that how certain things are being played out. What they portray to us is completely different to what is actually going on, and especially the things that they're showing us about Ethiopia. I've never been there, but I know for a fact the parts that they're showing us are the typical what you see of Ethiopia on commercials and stuff like that. Ethiopia it's kind of wealthy in a sense. Like, they have like good apartments. Eritrea has good apartments that you can live in, that it looks like a regular, you know, North American home. So they're playing it up for us just so we can kind of keep watching and stay tuned to see what's coming up. So with the whole apartment situation, we want to see like what this apartment looks like when it's done. We want to see, is it going to be like the other home, or is it going to be like fancier? I kind of have an idea what it's going to look like already, but for other people who don't know, it's very like, it's clickbait on YouTube, kind of like that. It kind of makes you want to watch it almost. So this whole situation, this whole Ariela Biniyam situation is a mess to me. I really don't believe much about it at all, to be honest with you. This is my little recap slash intake on what I think is going on right now, and my reaction slash opinion. I don't know. I'll think about it and put it in the title of the video, but if you guys are interested in more about the show, and I'll keep you guys updated if you want about what else is going on in the next couple episodes, because I just basically talked about a whole bunch of episodes, smashed them into one video, so it might be a little lengthy, but the more that they come out with videos, the videos won't be as long in a sense, so I will be able to talk about more of them in a shorter video in a way. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Are you guys interested in watching more Biniyam and Ariela? Like, come on now. It's kind of interesting, especially if you're like Eritrean or Ethiopian. Like, you kind of can relate in a sense, you know? So it's really interesting to see. It's really interesting to see. So if you guys like this video, want more of it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what is your favorite scene from the 90 Day Fiance the other way, Biniyam and Ariela. And if you liked me and this video, you subscribe to me and watch out for more of my content. Until next time, bye.